Hey, y'all, I'm in the kitchen today with one of my favorite men.
Oh, stop it. Hey, y'all.
Jamie's here today, and we're making a few of our favorite Sunday dishes, y'all.
Sounds good to me.
First up, y'all, is my red wine braised beef short ribs. And then we toss together a salad with Jamie's favorite maple red wine vinaigrette. That is incredible, son. And our Sunday dinners always end with a decadent dessert. So we're gonna be baking up my hummingbird cake. Today is all about Sunday meals. Today, son, we're gonna cook like a Sunday dinner.
I love short ribs.
That's what I'm cooking you today, son. I've got me some short ribs right here. I've got my cast iron skillet sizzling like my son.
Oh, stop it. Mom, I know sometimes that you'll break out the crock pot for your short ribs and you're doing them in a Dutch oven today.
Sometimes I do, son, if I'm gonna be, running errands and things like that, but I want a decent meal, I'll pull out that crock pot.
Mama, while you're doing that, I'm doing a butternut squash. We're gonna roast some butternut squash today. This has been one of the most favorite foods at our house. Jack ate a ton of it, and Matthew loves roasted butternut squash. So
I didn't realize that, son.
We're gonna roast this off, and I'm gonna put it in a salad. So I'm just gonna peel it and get it cubed while you're doing that, okay?
All right. That pot's nice and hot. So in our short ribs go.
You gotta have a hot pot because you want it to be browned and
you want to sear it. You want to sear those flavors in those short ribs. I remember my mama cooking short ribs a lot, Jamie. She would cook them in her Dutch oven and put them in the oven and let them cook until tender. Jamie, I need for you to just coarsely chop the onions, son.
Okay.
I scrubbed the carrots good before you got here, so those don't need to be peeled. Let's see, I'm gonna put a little tomato paste. Sometimes Mama would do a tomato base on her short ribs. And sometimes she would just let them be a natural brown. So what have you been doing today, son?
I tell you, Mom, I'm so sore. We had a softball game last night. I had a softball game.
Oh, how did it go?
Oh,
I meant to ask you.
You have got to come. We have the best time. I want you to picture this now. I'm the pitcher, okay? So I pitch, and the guy who's a little bit younger than me, but not much, hits a slow roller. So I see it unfolded in front of me. So I go to my left. I'm going to get the ball, play it perfectly, lob to first, and beat him by half a step. It was going to be perfect.
What happened?
Reality happened.
Reality?
I bend and begin to stumble. And
Jamie!
I look up and I see the first baseman backing up as fast as he can.
No.
Because there's 205 pounds of stumbling wildebeest headed towards him. I slammed my head into the ground.
No.
I wound up about 6 feet from first base, sitting in the dirt by myself, nowhere near the play.
It's hard for me to believe, but he's 45 years old.
And Mama's 65. Wow. You started it. But on the inside, I only feel like I'm 20. So that's the challenge.
And you can't be doing the things that you did it.
Why not?
Cause.
I can try.
Because you got a lot of folks counting on you. You got to behave.
Well, that's no worse than the wrestling matches Jack and I have. I promise you that.
All righty, these look nice and kind of seared up. I want you to throw in the onions and the carrots, and then we're gonna cook those for a few minutes. All right, look at all that goodness down in there, Jamie.
That's all the flavor right there.
So good, yes. Doesn't that smell awesome? Awesome. Love them. All right, now I'm gonna throw in our portobellos.
Love portobellos. This is gonna be fantastic.
Yes, it's gonna be so good.
Okay, I'm gonna put my squash on this pan, Mom, with a little bit of salt and pepper and some oil.
Okay. And if you'd pass me that rosemary, I'm gonna let this cook down for a little bit. Let's see, a few sprigs of rosemary. Yeah.
I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil on these, Mom.
Yum,
and
yum.
some salt and pepper.
I'll take some of this salt and pepper, son.
Mom, I got this already. I'm gonna put it in the oven, okay? This is at 400, y'all, for about 30 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna sprinkle a few tablespoons of flour in here just to make it thick, and we're just gonna toss those veggies.
This is a Sunday comfort meal right here.
After you get that flour mixed up good in there, I'm gonna add our 2 cups of chicken broth.
Okay.
Now, we'll need 2 cups of red wine. Look, that's gonna make it red. And then we're gonna put that tomato sauce in there. And then our 3 stalks of rosemary, son. You know, I can't do a dish without a little butter. We're just gonna silken that up with just a little taste of butter.
Well, butter, y'all, at the end of a sauce like this, it gives it a really beautiful color, and it also makes it real smooth.
Yes.
Really finishes off a sauce really good.
So I'm gonna start adding our short ribs back in there.
Ooh, I'm gonna eat those.
No, and I'm gonna help you.
Well, this is one solid pot of groceries right there.
Yes. I like them where all my lips need to do is just give them a little bit of encouragement. Let's take 2 towels.
Okay. They make this to, I mean, I picked up a pot before. You ready?
I know you have. So we're gonna let this cook for a minimum of 2.5 hours.
About fire.
What did Mama say? Coming up next, Jamie whips up a red wine vinaigrette.
I think you're gonna like it, Mom.
Then there's only one way to describe these ribs. And later, we get started on a Southern classic dessert, our Hummingbird cake. I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break. So news update, y'all. When I left you, I was fussing at Jamie. I said, son, don't do it that way. Get your 2 towels. Well, look who got burned.
Y'all listen to your mamas.
So,
I'll get it for
stand
you.
back, son. No, I don't want you hurt. If anybody gets hurt, I'd rather it be me.
That is a mother's love. I just should have picked up 2 towels.
I'm sorry I didn't think of that. If I'd have thought of that, I'd have passed it on to you. All right. Looks good enough to eat, don't it? All right. Well, let's...
You want to pull it out or let it cool off?
No, let me just leave it sitting right there. Okay. And why don't we come on down here and get your salad done?
Okay. If you would, Mom, I want you to do the lettuce. I'm going to mix up a jar dressing, y'all. You know, I love the jar dressings. Mom, I kind of got this from you because it's such an easy way to mix. So I'm going to start with a shallot, then I'm going to mix.
What would you do without a mason jar, Jamie?
I know that Great has kept hers in mason jars my whole life.
Yes. Now, when he talks about Great, y'all, that's Aunt Peggy.
So, Mom, I'm going to add the shallot here to this jar. Mom, I'm going to start with Dijon mustard, about a teaspoon in there. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, 2 tablespoons, Mom, of red wine, vinegar, and 3 tablespoons of oil.
Okay. Do you want me to put some of these in here? And I see grapes.
Yeah, if you want to cut those grapes.
So tell me.
We're going to add the grape shell because the lettuce that we're using is just a little bit bitter, so that adds a little bit of sweetness to it.
So you want these grapes just cut in 2?
Yes, ma'am. I got a spring mix, and I've also got some feta cheese, and like Mama said, we're going to put roasted salted pistachios. And I love feta. That's one of Brooke's favorites. So this is a really good salad, and this dressing, I think you're going to like it, Mom.
Love the spring mix. And look at the radicchio in there. Isn't that pretty? All right. So that looks pretty good, doesn't it, son? How's your dressing?
I'm going to add a little bit of salt.
Okay. And
lastly, we got our butternut squash, Mom, that we're going to put in there. I'm going to get 2 towels.
By George, I think he's got it.
I don't need but 1, but I'm just going to carry 2.
He don't want to hear no trash talking from his mama, y'all.
We're past that. Mom, we're going to let these sit and cool just a little bit. I'm gonna chop these nuts.
Okay.
I'm just gonna rough chop these, maybe try to get them all in half. I'm like you, I love a crunchy nut in a salad.
I do. Ooh, son, speaking of nuts, I think I'm gonna do a few more while you're playing with your squash. I really love pistachios. And you know what? It's one of the few nuts that I like in the shell because you suck off that salt from those shells.
Tastes like candy.
Oh, Jamie.
Isn't that so good?
Oh, you didn't put anything on there but a little olive oil and salt and pepper. Yum. Simple is always the winner.
Now we're gonna get the feta in here.
Wow.
And let's get our dressing in.
How about a little black pepper? Wow, son. Well, I'm gonna start plating us up a little something, something. Looks yummy. Look at that.
Whoa. We wind up eating like kings and queens.
A little of that salad, son. You know what? I have tried to reconstruct my plate, y'all. My plate now has more greens on it. Moderation, that old nasty M word. Don't you just hate that word? But
Mom,
it's the key to...
you said a bad word. We don't say hate.
No. Every time I say, oh gosh, I just hated to see that happen, Jack will go, Guinea, bad word.
That's so good.
Oh, Jamie. That is incredible, son. And you know what made it?
Me?
Well, besides you making it, the Dijon mustard. That's the way a short rib should be, right?
Short ribs have got the marbling in it. And the fat that hasn't cooked down just melt in your mouth. That's good fat, too.
Dad, come show you a good fat.
So, Mom, something this good, I know we got dessert coming. What you thinking?
I thought I'd make us a hummingbird cake.
Perfect.
And then we're gonna ice it because today is all about Sunday meals.
This is a good one.
Coming up next, Jamie and I are doing a little improv on this cake.
This is my kind of bacon.
And later, y'all, who knew frosting could be so much fun? I hope y'all are enjoying the show, and I want to hear from you. Tell me what recipes or videos you'd like to see me make by just leaving a short comment below. Now, let's get back to the show, y'all. We're a happy family and a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling
Sunday
home.
dinner, y'all. It's been the same way my whole life.
I love you, son.
I love you more.
Now, that's enough messing around, son. Let's get started on our hummingbird cake. Jamie's mashing me up 4 bananas. Son, I need for you to measure out 3 cups of all-purpose flour.
Okie dokie.
A teaspoon of soda, a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm gonna start beating up my ingredients, which is 2 sticks of butter. So, Jamie, you're also gonna need to add a teaspoon of salt. And I'm gonna measure out 2 cups of sugar. And you need to just drain that can of pineapple and add that to the bananas. All right, so I'm just gonna cream this together. The bananas and the pineapple, y'all, make this so moist. You know, if you actually make it a couple of days in advance, it's just gonna get nothing but better.
I was supposed to drain that, I bet.
Yeah, I said drain it. Jamie has never listened to me his whole life.
Not draining the pineapple is not as bad as grabbing an extra towel. I'll tell you that. I'm hurting.
So what we'll do now is we will cut back on our buttermilk because we have so much liquid from the pineapple. So cut that back to like 1/3 of a cup. And that'll make up the liquid. All right, Sonny boy, if you'd crack me an egg at the time and put it in that bowl, And the reason we're gonna do that is we're gonna check and make sure that egg is okay. And we're just gonna add those one at a time. Get all that goodness down. Yeah, it's all right, go ahead. Go ahead, gourd head. All right, now how many is that?
It's 5.
You have put 5 eggs in my cake. All we need is 4.
Oh, the better.
You have put all the juice from the pineapple. If this doesn't turn out, it is not my fault.
It's gonna be awesome.
Now, would you take that spatula and run it around that bowl, please? What we're gonna do now is we're gonna add our dry ingredients with our wet ingredients. We're gonna start with flour and end with flour.
Okie dokie.
It makes a smoother cake batter. Okay. All right, so let's put a little buttermilk.
This is not a recipe you made a lot when we were kids.
I used to make them once in a while, especially at Christmas time. We really don't have much liquid to add to it.
Well, we got this. That's liquid.
Yeah. All right, so that finishes off our wet and our dry. So you want to measure me out about a tablespoon. You can just eyeball it at this point, son, because that's kind of the way you've done my whole recipe.
This is my kind of bacon. Eyeballing it. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, pour in your pineapple and your banana. All right. All righty, so I'm gonna just slip that mixer out and let you finish just folding that in. Now, I tell you, Jamie, I can't stand to see a cake with a big old thick layer and a big old thin layer.
Measure the batter out.
Now I'm just gonna bang those pans around and get those air bubbles out. All right, so Sonny Boy, let's get this in the oven. Y'all, we're gonna bake this on 350 for 25 to 35 minutes. Coming up next, we put the finishing touches on our cake. It's a miracle cake. And y'all, we'll see if our tinkering worked.
I'm good.
I so hope y'all are enjoying the show. And if you do, be sure to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll never miss a video. And we'll be right back after the break. We're not gonna call this a hummingbird cake. We're gonna call it the miracle cake. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna just do a little something, something. We are putting a little parchment paper, y'all, around our cake dish.
To keep the dish clean.
To keep the dish clean. So to make our frosting, I've got 2 sticks of softened butter, 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. You want a cream, son?
Sure.
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of lemon juice. Because hummingbirds like lemons, I know they do.
And cream cheese, you should see them around the cream tree bushes in my house.
Listen, I can't get them off my cream cheese bushes. All right, a tablespoon of vanilla.
Nothing a hummingbird likes better than vanilla.
All right, we'll change spots. I'm gonna add, can't have too much powdered sugar.
Oh, good. My thumb is just killing me.
I am so sorry. I wish I'd have told you to grab some towels. Oh, I did, didn't I? Yes. Oh, perfect, son. All right, now, if you would swap places with me,
Okay, doke.
I want you to just chop me a little bit of those pecans. All right.
How much you need, Mom? About a cup?
The more nuts, the better. Now, while you're doing that, I'm gonna start icing the cake. Doesn't that look good? Mm-hmm. Couple of more. We cannot both ice this cake. No! I guess we'll both ice it. I'm not gonna have enough icing.
It don't matter, cake.
Look at this. Oh my God, what a mess.
What an excellent job.
Oh my God. Wow! Wait! Coconut. All right, wait. What? Don't even
look. We're gonna put this on the sides? Are we gonna put it on the sides?
Yes, don't.
Okay, I'm gonna help you.
No, Jamie, I don't like the way you help.
Mom, I'm gonna help you. You like it.
No, I don't.
Look how perfect that is. Pecans?
Yes, but now just on the top.
Look at that.
It's gonna do this first. Okay.
Don't matter. You ready to cut it, Mom?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm so ready to cut it, and I'm so ready for you to go home.
Sounds good to me. Look at that. Never doubted it.
So tell me if it was worth it. No, let me tell you if it was worth it.
I'm good. You know, white and boring.
It was worth it.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.